The judges were impressed by the relevance and robustness of the articles presented by the Toronto Star's Teresa Boyle, as well as by her determination to unearth issues that make health institutions reflect and react, such as her report on serious infection epidemics in Ontario medical clinics that resulted in changes to safety regulations. Boyle launched a meticulous investigation of the sperm bank industry in Canada, whose laxity is worrisome, especially since assisted human reproduction has been gaining in popularity in recent years. She also pressed for the publishing of names of doctors who charge the most in Ontario. That battle continues in the courts. Boyle is producing important and significant journalism by exposing these unsung problems, which can have dramatic repercussions. Patrick White of the Globe and Mail is the only beat reporter in the country dedicated to covering Canada's aging, racially imbalanced prisons and prisoners. His authoritative, richly reported, and elegantly written stories may make for uncomfortable reading for complacent Canadians, but they have influence and impact, forcing governments to review and amend policies and practices, particularly around isolation and mentally ill prisoners. His story ideas are original, and he is tenacious in his reporting, regularly breaking news and forcing others to match and follow. What makes the entry by Charles Hamilton of the Saskatoon Star-Phoenix so compelling is that he tells his stories from the viewpoint of the people most affected by crime or social injustice. The offender repeatedly jailed for violating probation rules, the sister and wife of a murder victim, a person with AIDS, a mother begging a judge to place her son in custody. Hamilton is clearly a gifted interviewer, as evidenced from the richness of his quotes and the number and range of people he spoke to. He is a talented storyteller, even when writing about tragedy and despair. His authoritative coverage and knowledge of his beat resonates both in Saskatchewan and with a national audience. Toronto Star reporter Sarah Mojtahedzadeh is to be commended for breathing fresh life into her labor beat, churning out exclusive after exclusive about Ontario's most vulnerable workers. Among her initiatives, Mojtahedzadeh has investigated wage theft, revealing how thousands of workers across Ontario never receive money owed to them by their bosses because the government fails to collect it. By the end of the year, the Ontario Ministry of Labour had significantly ramped up its enforcement efforts. Her impressive investigative series about former workers of General Electric Peterborough battling for compensation for a range of cancers shows the true impact of occupational disease and a compensation system that still fails to track, recognize, or prevent it.
And the winner in the beat reporting category goes to Patrick White.
They get the check right up front. Thank you very much for this. Right now, there are about 1,600 men, women, and children who are sitting in solitary cells that are about 6 by 9. They didn't have a great meal. They didn't eat what we ate tonight. And I would encourage everybody from outside of Ontario, because this is my team, to look into what's going on in your provinces. There are reforms coming to Ontario, there are reforms coming federally, there are none in Manitoba, and Saskatchewan, and British Columbia. If you're here, I would encourage you to look into it. I really want to thank the editorial staff at the Globe. You've heard thank yous for the long sleeves and the Dennis Choquettes and Sinclair Stewarts of the world. I really want to thank Christine Brousseau. Amazing editor. I a great frank chat with, you can swear with, you can cry with, you can have a few beers with afterwards, after you've done all that, and that is an incredible privilege that I have to go. Also the incredible backdesking or copy editing staff we have at the Stan De La Roca, Kathy Mills, a couple of weeks ago, I got a call from the back desk saying, reading back a story to me saying, Patrick, this isn't normal human language. And I was really pissed off when I first heard that. And then I caught myself. I'm so thankful we have people to catch abnormal human language in our copy and take it out and to write with a lot of it. So I want to, this is for you. Thank you very much.